Kate Garraway's friends rally around broken host after death of husband Derek Draper. Channel 5 presenter Claire Nasir gave an update on Good Morning Britain host. Kate Garraway's close friend has shared some insight into how the Good Morning Britain host is coping following the death of her husband, Derek Draper. Draper, a former political lobbyist, died earlier this month, nearly 4 years after he was admitted to the hospital with a severe case of COVID. Garraway had spent a significant portion of her time caring for Draper as he suffered with the effects of long COVID, which included requiring round-the-clock care. Though most have offered Garraway support and words of condolence in the weeks since Draper's death, former Apprentice contestant Katie Hopkins was criticized for a post mocking the presenter's grief. Earlier this week, Claire Nasir, a TV meteorologist and friend of Garraway, gave an update on how the broadcaster is doing. "She's devastated, she's broken," Nasir told Closer magazine. "She's going from moments of real reflectiveness to moments where she's just crying. She's been fighting for the right for Derek to live for 4 years now. It was a heck of a long journey for her and she was with him until he died. She didn't give up the fight until the very last moment." Nasir, who regularly presents the weather on Channel 5 News, also revealed that Garraway is exhausted due to lack of sleep, and that her friends have organized a schedule to ensure that she and her children receive the support that they need. "When I was with her, she'd had very little sleep. She'd been at Derek's bedside night and day while trying to care for her family," she added to the publication. "What do you do? What do you say? There's no light for her at the moment, just grief and absolute sadness. The other weekend there was a lot of making tea and cooking. We managed to play a couple of little games with the kids to add a little light. Kate waxed and waned. It's just so sad to see, she's just broken." Days after Draper died, Garraway shared her gratitude for the public's kind words with a video message on Good Morning Britain. "Hello everyone," she said. "Thank you so much for all the wonderful messages that you have sent me. It really does mean so much to me, Darcy, Billy and all of Derek's family. They are an extraordinary comfort and I'm so lucky to feel connected to you all through these messages at this time when the raw pain of grief can be so isolating." Garraway continued, "And that is the wonderful thing, isn't it, about our Good Morning Britain family? That all of us on the team and all of you watching from home are connected, supporting each other through the challenges of life, knowing that we can also laugh at the fun and joys together that we share too." The host, who has been a popular figure on ITV since joining the breakfast show GMTV in 2000, will be off-screen for the foreseeable future. Katie Hopkins criticized as sick for mocking Kate Garraway after husband Derek Draper's death. The right-wing former Apprentice contestant has hundreds of thousands of followers on social media and shared a video of her laughing, as she wrongly claimed a new documentary and book are being released about Derek Draper. Controversial commentator Katie Hopkins has been criticized for mocking ITV presenter Kate Garraway after the death of her husband, Derek Draper. Draper was said to be one of the UK's longest-suffering COVID patients, spending 13 months in hospital after contracting the virus in March 2020, and died earlier this month. In a video posted on X, Hopkins, who has 1 million followers on the site, wrongly claimed ITV was set to air a documentary titled Life After Derek, with Garraway releasing a book to go with it. Neither claim is true, but the former Apprentice contestant added that has only been dead a week as she laughed and drank a glass of red wine. 8.30 Tonight. Teresa documentary on the TV that you all need to watch. "Yeah, it's a Kate Garraway documentary, so it's important that I finish on time for you tonight," she said in the post on Saturday. "And it's Kate Garraway, Life After Derek," she laughed, before adding, "There's also a book she's releasing to go with the documentary. Has only been dead a week." Along with the video, which has been viewed more than 4 million times according to X's scrutinized figures, she said the documentary is allegedly sponsored by Pfizer, in a reference to the Pfizer COVID vaccine. Draper contracted the illness long before the vaccine was available. Reacting to the video, Broadcaster Lorraine King described Hopkins as a sick person, while comedian Dom Jolie said she has zero empathy and is a total grifter. Other social media users responded to the video, with some people writing that her comments were horrible. Hopkins had been permanently banned from X, then known as Twitter, in 2020 for breaching its rules on abuse and harmful contact, before being reinstated last year. She used to present on radio broadcaster LBC but was sacked after making comments about the Manchester Arena bombing. She has also compared migrants to cockroaches and said she would use gunships to stop them from crossing borders.